After completing all the workbenches and scrappy in just about under 5 hours topside, here are all the loot spots I used to quickly get all of the materials. For context, I started on a fresh account because I wanted to see how fast I could get the benches and projects finished. For a quick tip, ideally you want to do these loot runs with a safe pocket so you will always make progress even if you die. This way you can safely store away some of the items that may take a bit more time to obtain, like Surveyor vaults, Sentinel firing cores, and prickly pears. If you're looking for a specific item, please refer to the timestamps below. First, we're going over our residential items. Items like dog collars, toasters, and trinkets like cat beds and pillows. These items can be found on damn battlegrounds in the Pale Apartments and the Ruby Residence. Just make sure to loot all of the containers in the area. You can also try one of many residential spots in Buried City like the Santa Maria houses, the pharmacy in Plaza Rosa, or even this breachable room. As you are on these loot runs, remember to loot ticks, pops, and fireballs as you'll need their parts for upgrades. There should be plenty of them in the subway extracts of Buried City. Also, don't forget to breach and loot nearby arc probes and arc couriers. Arc probes will provide you with arc circuitry and arc motion cores, and couriers will provide you with a chance to receive a Surveyor vault or a Sentinel firing core. These two items can be a bit time consuming compared to others because arc surveyors and Sentinel spawns are RNG dependent. You will know if a Surveyor is on your map because occasionally they go into a state where they shoot a blue beam into the sky. Sentinels will always spawn in the same location, so you're going to have to check if they spawned or not. They have 3 spawns on damn battlegrounds. There are 2 spawns on either side of the breach, and there's also 1 spawn by the research and admin staircase. Sentinel firing core should come easy as long as you're checking their spawns every raid and also looting nearby couriers. I highly recommend safe pocketing these firing cores because sometimes when you kill them, their body gets stuck in the wall. My favorite spot to take them out is on Buried City at Town Hall. Right above the Town Hall is 1 spawn on the arch, and there is another on the backside of the building attached to the bottom of the highway. Now we'll go over industrial battery spawns. The best map for these is 100% on damn battlegrounds. At the scrapyard, you will find them laying on top of the driver and passenger seats of the cars. You will also find them in containers all over the primary facility. After looting the primary facility, continue down the path toward water treatment control, and you will also find more spawns down the path. As you reach the end of the path near water treatment, you will be able to find mushrooms under the windows and under the pipes. Usually I find up to 3 or 4 mushrooms per run. At water treatment, you'll be able to find motor spawns on top of chairs and on top of the tool carts. Come here a few times and you should be able to find all 3 motors. This entire loot route between primary facility and water treatment control is also good for rusted gears and rusted tools. However, my favorite spot for rusted gears is at the buses by the power generation complex extraction. Simply breach and loot all the panels on all sides of the buses and you should be able to find them easily. On damn battlegrounds, there is also a nice spot for damaged heatsinks and fried motherboards right by the water treatment extract. Just come in the building and loot all the electrical breachables and you should be able to meet the requirements within 2 hits. For medical items like the cracked Bioscanner, rusted shut medical kit, and Antiseptic, you can hit testing annex on damn battlegrounds. Inside of the testing annex, there will be a medical section where you can find these items in drawers or as loose loot. You can also check out hospital on Buried City. You will similarly find these items as loose loot on tables and inside of drawers. While looting both of these areas, you can also find laboratory reagents. However, a guaranteed spawn is also inside the pharmacy at Plaza Rosa on the first floor as loose loot on one of the shelves. At this point, we will head over to Blue Gate to go to the Olive Grove. At the Olive Grove, we will be able to find lemon trees, apricot trees, and olive trees so we can feed Scrappy. This spot is really nice because it contains everything we need for Scrappy in one spot. Just don't forget to interact with all of the trees. The last Scrappy material we need to cover is a prickly pear. I usually find these on damn battlegrounds as I'm running to check for the Sentinel spawn and I'm about to start the primary facility loot route. Along the edge right in front of the research and admin building there is a cluster of cacti plants I pass by in most of my raids, so I'm able to pick up a few pears every raid. For the 3 synthesized fuel, I suggest just buying them from the trader named Celeste. If the item you're looking for is craftable at the refiner, you should craft it at the refiner. If you're struggling with the base materials to craft them, my recommendation would be to do a Buried City material run, specifically near space travel, research, hospital, and a library. You can hit lockers and drawers in all of these nearby buildings for access to a good amount of chemicals, plastic parts, fabric, and rubber parts. The lockers will provide rubber parts while the 2 different types of drawers will provide fabric and chemicals or fabric and plastic parts. If you do this loot run, you should be set. Now we'll go over some of the ways I would recommend to kill the Bastion, Bombardier, Rocketeer, and the Leaper. Remember to try to bring at least an augment with 2 safe pockets when fighting a Bastion and Bombardier because when you loot them, they will likely drop more than 3 of their cells at a time. For the Bastion, I would first throw a showstopper at it and then plant a deadline to one-shot it. Make sure it's placed well, otherwise you might miss a one-shot like me. Another method would be to use 3 well-placed trailblazers to one-shot the Bastion. You can also use the same method to kill the Bombardier. The Leaper will die to 1 well-placed trailblazer nade, so just lure it to a building and one-shot it. Or you can also find a bunch of friendly people who will shoot out a Leaper with you. The Rocketeer is easily taken down by an upgraded anvil where you just target target 2 of its thrusters from a safe location inside of a building. You can also use a wolf pack to lower its health pool and then finish it with an anvil. Now I have covered everything you will need to quickly upgrade your benches and Scrappy. If you have any questions, ask me down below in the comments.